Yo, people, there's no place like home, and I've just been attacked by the biggest bee in the world, so I had to take a minute before I got into this life. But we're here now. What's going on, Twizzy? Kazi, this is a special one for you. This is a lyricist one for you. So I know you're gonna enjoy this live. Also, guys, stay on, stay connected, because I'm gonna do my giveaways. After this, I'm gonna put up the competition. Just trying to get a lineup out here. What's going on, Star? But yeah, we just get straight into it, man. We got big guests out here. You know how we do every week. Take that off. Hold on, where am I going? Nope. Wrong button. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Let's
Hi.
get it on.
I
Got
don't know
in
why
the
my phone's so
building.
blurry.
Hold on.
Why?
Here we go.
Hold on a
Right.
minute.
So it took a minute for me to get my live on. I was getting attacked by a bee on my balcony.
That's
I was
it.
like,
what am I supposed to do something? Have I missed something?
nah, I was shoulder rolling the bee. I was like, all right, let me not go live and look crazy, innit?
That's so funny.
But how's you doing?
Live. You good?
Yeah, how's you? How's life?
Oh, it's interesting.
It's interesting. All right.
Interesting. I'm sure,
Right.
I'm sure people can relate, but there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of up and down, but like this.
Yeah.
It's not them kind of, it's like this. And so for me, it's like up days and down days, like, but it's just trying to keep like level headed and yeah, and like not give in to like certain feelings and stuff. Today I thought I was literally gonna beef like the whole block, like I had one of those days.
On.
And
You said it was on.
I'm the thing is, I'm a really like, I'm quite a middle grounded person. I'm usually the mediator between things. You get me? And I can think like with logic. It takes a lot to push me to get vexed.
Yeah.
So when I'm in that mood, yeah,
It's gotta go. You know, you're like, I'm gone.
Yeah, it was literally just outside my window to like here, like right here, outside the block. These two chicks, like, we can climb out the window and just jam there. It's like the only garden. It's the only garden bit we have, and like all the neighbors, you know, when you just have like a code on the block, like you just know that that's your bit. You go and sit there, and these two chicks is just right outside the window,
block understanding.
Yeah, but these chicks that have put a blanket and just decided to jam outside our house window and just listen to music, smoke them posh selves. You know, them people that move to a block and they've never had block life.
Yeah, you got to give them block rules. You got to say, I. Move on.
So very politely, I was like, oh, sorry, like, do you know what? Maybe if you want, you can move a bit further down to go sunbathe, because everyone kind of jams outside their own bit. These chicks looked at me and went, we're not moving.
You know what? I know that ain't South London, because people aren't waiting for me to go back in the house. They're not waiting for me to go in the yard and come back. You're moving when I come back.
But they were not having it. So I'm just here, I'm blasting my music, I'm watering my plants aggressively.
Just fling it. You got to bless them. Just flinging it upon them.
I was like, what would my mum say to me right now? What would mum? But yeah, anyway.
Stop.
We have these days and bad days.
No, brother, see your block antic, especially in where you've got it right there. Grab the bucket of water, fling it upon them.
Listen, we know this. You get me? Like, I was like, where I grew up, you would get beat up for that. You wouldn't play that, and everyone in the block would get involved. You can't just come on a block and just sit outside someone's window. Are you mad?
Nah. You're getting moved. You're getting moved. I'm gonna give you the polite one. I'm gonna walk past you and give you the black one and be like, "Yo, who you here to see? You here to see grandma? Who you for?"
You know, innit? Everyone just knows. But anyway, you know what?
Yeah.
Move, whatever. Like, I've just had to like, I just have to like, you know what? Whatever.
It's magic. Like
Otherwise, it was gonna be.
my phone
It was
hasn't
gonna
rang
be.
all day, yeah, and suddenly everybody's messaging me. I'm like, "Yo, I'm doing something. You have to wait." Right.
Yeah, that's
So
so funny.
before we
Right.
get into this, let everybody know who you are, what you do, and all that other stuff. Yeah.
My name is Shay-D, and I rap. I'm a rapper. Yeah, man. I kind of do like a few bits and bobs. Like, my main role with like official work stuff is youth work. So I do like hip hop education stuff. I work for Breaking Convention part time and for Urban Arts Academy part time. So I run my own projects with young people. And then the other time I was running an event till December. I was running a monthly event called Word on the Street. It was a hip hop and spoken word night, but I just stopped because I had the Queens of Art tour to focus on and my music. And I was just juggling too many things. And I just got to a point where I was like, actually the venue was closing down, but it was just like I was ready to let go and just like focus on music. So it's like music and teach young people, basically.
Teach young people to get creative and do the thing. And don't just say I'm a rapper. You're way more than a rapper. It's your spoken word, it's poetry, it's rap, it's all of the above.
Do you know what though? It probably feels like a joke. Like when you say that, I don't know at what point in life the word rapper became like funny. But it's just like, because you want to say like I'm an artist, but then someone might think like you sing in it, and I can't sing to save my life. So like literally,
Don't lie. I know you're in the booth trying to hit 1 2 1 2 1 2 notes. I'd be in there. A lot of people forget I came into the industry as a rapper, so man knows I'm in the lab. I know little notes.
But you know when someone says to you, "What do you do?" and you say, "I'm a rapper," you feel like a bit like it's a joke.
Yeah. You kind of get the look. They kind of go, "Oh."
You want to officialize it.
It's not really. Is it? That's not a job title. So they're like,
I'm a musician, I'm a hip hop artist, but then you're like, no, but I do grime, I do spoken word, I do like all different genres. I can't just say that. So that you get mixed up. So I'm just like, I rap in it.
Well, I'm in the young Jeezy line now, where I believe every rapper is an entrepreneur or needs to be an entrepreneur.
Oh my God, but you're so right.
Like you have to see how you've always made your own merch and you do your own shows. And like I said, you do the youth work. It's all a part of Shay-D, the rapper.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And if you're not doing that as a rapper, you kind of don't exist. No,
it's true. And I think like you're right. You become so business minded and so proactive, and you do feel like an entrepreneur. You are your own brand, you're your own business. And the thing is, it's weird because you don't stop being, you don't clock off, like you don't stop being yourself. Like when you're a rapper, everything you're doing is to push your music. So if I'm doing youth work, I'm doing it as Shay, as an artist, teaching my experience. If I'm running an event, I'm hosting it as me and that audience from the show. If I'm going to do a panel talk, it's from that. You don't lock off. You're still you in it. You're not an actor. Like you're just you the whole time, and you're It's hard work.
Yeah. But it's consistent, and what I need people to realize is, I get told off for this a lot, but I'm always telling people that female MCs or female artists in general, for me, work harder. They just do.
Yeah, so, I think we do. Yeah.
It's just, but I don't know if that's because females more understand themselves as creativity, like more as a creative person. Women more get it. So it's like, I'm a woman, so I want to express this feeling, and I want to express this, and I want to show you this. And men are kind of like very rigid in a way. So trying to build a business is a bit of a until they get it.
Yeah, and I think like not in a bad way, but I think we're a bit more organized. Like
No,
even
right.
if we have people assisting or managing or helping, I feel like we're still making sure that they're doing their bit as well, like, right? And you're still on top of it. Like,
Yeah,
I think we're just organized.
yeah. I'm a big
we
like.
actually get things done. I'm really impatient anyway, so I just like getting things done.
Come on, move it faster. I can't lie. Most of my team is female. Like my wife does all my money, and then I've got my best friend Rebecca does like when I do like my event days, I've got my best friend Rebecca that she just is on the door. So it's like literally 90% women, just because the organization is always on point. I ain't gotta tell you nothing. I'm like, they're normally on me. They're like, wait, what are you doing? You're late. And I'm like, no, calm down. So it's like a bunch of mums telling me off.
Yeah, but that is what it is. That literally, it is that. Like, yeah, I think a team full of females, like even at Breaking Convention where I work, so it's like a hip hop theatre festival at Sadler's Wells Theatre, and John ZD, he's the artistic director. He's like the first person ever to bring like hip hop and black music into like white middle class like theatres that were solely like focused on ballet and contemporary, and he brought hip hop into it. And like our whole team, apart from one guy, is girls. And so it's like, oh, the women are running it. Like
they're gonna gang up on me now.
It's interesting because I'm reading this book called God Save the Queens, and it's about from the 80s to now. It's written by a female journalist who's been in the hip hop scene in New York for ages. And you know, like the infamous hip hop story, which is, you know, like Grandmaster Flash, like had a party in the Bronx and everyone came, and that's where the MC, you know, like classic.
MC Light, all that era, yeah.
But it was actually his sister Cindy. It was her idea. The party was her idea. She did the little handwritten flyers.
And I'm not even surprised by that. I'm not even surprised.
But history's written it that it's his night. You get me?
Yeah. I hear that. Okay, your Wi-Fi. I'm assuming you got that home Wi-Fi that's doing that horrible jumpy thing. If you've got Wi-Fi, turn it off and put on your 3G. It works better. Hopefully she'll get it reconnected in a little minute, guys. But yeah, definitely this is one for all you rappers and lyricists. Hopefully we'll reconnect. It's doing back. We'll get her to reconnect in a second. All right, we'll get her to reconnect in a second. But definitely, guys, this is for you creatives here. Right. This is definite vital information. So, scan on everybody that's jumped in so far. DNY music.
I don't know what happened.
If you've got Wi-Fi, cut it off and put on your 3G.
No, I'm on my 3G. I have no idea what happened. It just locked off. Like
you're northwest of it.
I think someone tried to ring me. You know when people know I'm on live, why are you trying to ring me? Like
I get it. I got bare messages coming up now, and I'm like, bruv, I did tell you like, every Friday and Saturday, leave me alone.
Bruv, no one tried to call me all day, and it's like the minute I'm in live, you want to ring me, yeah?
Trust me. All the joke is the last live I did with Exo Man, and literally I come off live, and 10 phone calls come through, and I'm like, bruv, I've said every Friday and Saturday, leave me alone after 5:30, just leave me. And everyone's like, no. I want to ask you about this and that and this and that. See, D Twist down there. That's my cousin. He taught me how to rap.
D Twist, is it?
Yeah, he'll give you a run for your money on the bars, you know. I'm gonna bring him to the studio.
But hold on, listen, yeah. During this live, you've mentioned a couple times that you rap, so I'm waiting for you to spit some bars and stuff.
I'm big parsing. I'm a manager now, so we're not doing the bars. But I like to remind these youngsters. Go on. Do
you remember your first ever bar that you wrote?
1000%. Off by heart.
Let me hear it.
No, you can't. It's the old school.
Your first ever
old school garage voice.
Listen, it's got to be minimum Micah MC. Like.
Yeah, from the ends and all that. Yeah. That's my thing. Like I came in. I came in.
Embarrassing bars. Come on.
Look at D Twist about spit some bars. Look, when he come to my yard, and I didn't even know how to count bars yet. and I was rapping over Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang Clan.
yeah.
I was rapping over that, and I spat him, and I was like, you just logged on www.killermc.com /beat/. And he was like, whoa, you got some bars. I was like, bro. So when I go studio now, I always remind the youngsters when they're rapping, I'm like, no, I can out rap you. That's the fun part of my career. I'm doing this to make some big cheddar. I'll come back to it later.
But the young people that I work with, that it's actually insane how fast they write and how talented they are. Like,
oh yeah, dope.
They literally put on beats. They will write the bangingest hook. Like all their stuff's on our SoundCloud and on our youth page. Yeah, they'll write the bangingest hook that I'm like, does one of you want to come to the studio with me?
try and bite a chorus. Hey, yo, bring that back.
It's crazy. They're so fast. Like they play like obviously like these recycled YouTube beats, but they just rinse through them like quick.
You know what it is now, because youngsters can just record and put out music like super quick. Yeah. It's easier to just put it out. Back in the day, you had to write like mad, save money to go studio. Then record the thing. Then by the time you've got it out, you're like, bro, that took 2 months.
I know, it's so mad, because like it's also we were in a time where people were busting like CDs, So I remember like any little, like literally any measly part-time job I had, if there was a computer there, I was burning my CDs.
Done up. What? Print up. I'm printing covers. Yo, I used to run up in. Hey, bro. Trust me, that was my. Can we get into that line? How did you get into rap? Let's go down that rabbit hole. Where did that go?
The thing is, like I had people like the boys in my school were all MCing already, like so they were always spitting bars. Like it was like around garage grime time, so they were always spitting bars. And I was a proper tomboy, so I was used to hang around with them, but I never used to rap like that. And basically, I was just saying what Tony Black's saying. We got Tony Black. Basically, I was like, do you remember the time where there was? This is actually nuts. You take me way back. Do you remember when we had the Nokias, and at some time there would be a text that would go around going free text.
Oh, done though.
Everyone would text each other.
Free calling. Free text.
Or free voicemail and stuff.
Yeah.
The time where there was free voicemails going on, everyone used to send each other bars. So everyone used to write their bars, come to school the next day and be spitting, or come to youth club and be spitting. So I used to write, but I used to be shook, like I was so shy. I didn't ever want to spit. So I used to be there, and I'm not joking. When it used to come round to my turn, and probably still to this day, I get nervous. You could hear my heart pounding, and I was like, oh my God.
You can hear it. It's in your head. You can hear it in your head.
I'm going to mess up. No, I don't know what to say.
Have you ever done this one where you literally forget every bar you've ever written?
Your first line. For me,
this is gone.
Always the first line, it's gone, and it throws me off. I'm like, oh my God, I don't remember.
I used to go to sets, right, with the headphone in my ear, repeating my thing, just so it didn't happen. And I'd be like this. They'd be like, yo, Kenzie. I'm like, all right, cool, drop it, then go, and I know the rest of the song. But that, yeah. I remember that. So go on then. You started spitting in school.
So I used to write. I used to like be ready, and then I did like spit in the sci-fi, and they used to gas me up. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm like not bad. Like maybe I am good. And then I met with like some of my other friends from outside school. They started taking me to Heat FM, like in Edmonton. So I went on Heat a couple of times, and that was very like grime heavy. So I used to write like joke stuff like that, but the music I was listening to was rap, because my older cousin used to listen to rap a lot. So I was listening to like raw rap, like Onyx, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Shabazz the Disciple, like Mob Deep, like very like
you're in that place.
Capone Noriega, like War Report, like all the like.
What you do? Hey, no! You tried to offer some gems there.
Because I know a lot of girls that
No,
rap
but
back
that,
then
like,
still weren't listening to them.
no, I was a proper like raw rap head, yeah, like you get me. So I was listening to that and writing in that kind of style, and then but when I was going to sets and stuff, it was very grime. So I started realizing that all the kind of poetry stuff and the raps and the artists that I was listening to, that kind of style that I liked wasn't. I used to like grime to go to raves and like get gassed. But then I wanted to try and find our version of hip hop. And then I discovered like O-Bar in Camden. I started going to open mic nights, Kung Fu. And that's when like Skinny Man and Task Force and Kalashnikov and like the UK hip hop doing stuff. And then I was like, oh, this is sick. Like, okay, I'm going to start like making hip hop. And then I had like
Joe Black something.
Joe Black, Benny Banks, like all that vibe, like that whole vibe, man. Like that was my thing. But then I just stopped kind of going. I was like, I got evicted like with my mum from our house. We lost my granddad. Like there was so much life stuff going on. I was like, oh fuck music. Music's just a fun thing on the side. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna kind of pursue it. And then when I was doing some of my workshops, I met with MC Angel. I don't know if you know Angel, Shauna O'Brien.
Angel
She's
doesn't ring a bell.
She was the host on my tour, which midway like just stopped. Oh, big up Joe Black. We just literally said his name. But yeah, we were just saying that we're fans. But yeah, like I met up with Angel. We were in Walthamstow, and she was like, oh, I run a night in Dalston. And I was just like, okay. And she was like, but she was so aggy with me. We were working together. She was like, yeah, you rap here, come through in it, come through.
Thoughts, spit in it.
Like, okay, we're there like, I'm like mentoring young people in like referral units and crews and stuff. So we're doing some really serious work, and she's like inviting me to her shoots in the middle of it. So yeah, I went there, and then they had a massive cypher. I jumped on the cypher, and she was like, you're sick, can I book you to perform? I was like, yeah, okay, cool, amazing. And then literally from there, we were like inseparable. And then she was like, oh, I want to make an all-female hip-hop collective. And like, she just put us together, and we did bear shows.
That's dope, though.
We sold out Jazz Cafe. We did like an all-female hip-hop show there. So Angel's the first person who really gave me that boost and that confidence.
But you can do it.
Like, she's so sick. And it kind of just went from there. I didn't even have any socials, you know. I had no Facebook. I had MySpace for like 1 month. Like I had no socials, nothing.
I lived on MySpace, you know. I lived on MySpace in the rapper. Man was sweet boying it out here. Like was doing the thing.
I was so late. I'm such a late bloomer with all that stuff. Like I used to just bar. So I'm there listening to, like I said, Shabazz Disciple, Mobb Deep, Onyx, like raw rap, and obviously all the UK heads, like I was saying, Joe Black, Benny Banks, etc. In my own world, writing my own lyrics. I never wanted to be out there and do music. And then I was like, Angel and Conrad Kiro, who's a DJ now, he does all the nights in Peckham. They were like, no, Shay, you need social media and you need to put your stuff out. And I was like, yeah, but I want to be a cartoon like the Gorillas. I don't want anyone to even see me. I want to just appreciate
don't see my face. Don't see my face.
As a girl as well, like it is just, you know, like the male gaze world that we're in.
Yeah, there's normally like one female MC. Yeah.
And as soon as it's a girl, like you could come on a live or you could go on stage and immediately someone's like, what's she look like? What's her hair like? Is she pretty? What's her? They'll just look at your appearance straight away, and then you need to spit. And then if you're whack, they'll be like, oh, I knew she was going to be whack. And like, if you're really sick, they're like, raw, how is she sick? And she like looks like, you know, a certain way. They just always want, it's really hard for girls. So I didn't want to be seen. I just wanted to be an illustration.
But yeah, definitely. Like I remember going to do ciphers like in the air, like Peckham and like Frontline New Cross, and it'd be like one chick.
Yeah.
And it'd be like in full old tracksuit and can't even see it's a chick. But always come through. Like that's how I met Nole. Nole used to just be little
Okay,
little
yeah,
hoodie on, and
yeah.
then come through with like from the gut, just go.
You had to. You had to. It was like your protection. I was such a tomboy growing up. We used to be, you know where Arsenal Stadium is now?
Yeah, Emirates.
The Emirates, yeah.
Yeah.
The Benwell Road. So my college used to be like City and Islington College. So that was my college on Benwell Road, right outside where is now Emirates. There's the little mini roundabout. There's these tunnels. We just used to be in there literally like with our academics tracksuits, string belly bandanas, graphing up that tunnel, like spraying our name like all over that tunnel.
Hip hop.
Like,
See, that's how I know you're hip hop, because tagging always found its way in there somehow, innit?
We're like tagging up, like it was just crazy. Like we were doing such dumb things, but like no one would even know you're a girl. Like we just used to roll. Like it was almost like your protection was to roll like man them. It's like then no one could test you, no one could find hurt you, no one. Do you get me? Like
every kid had that one girl that was like sister. Like you're in the middle. She used to go shop, like go shop for her, or she used to go for her. Yeah. Big up to Matthew Radley. He's just jumped in now. He's from Joker Brand. So if you go on Netflix right now, there's a show called LA Originals about like early hip hop. So you're talking like Be Real.
Yeah. I've seen them. It's actually on my
who else
list.
Yeah, so like Cartoon is the guy that is the main guy that's from it. And he's like, he tattooed like, you know, all your big hip hop artists, all the original guys. So he's like, that's like hip hop, birth of hip hop.
Sick, that's so dope. It lagged a bit, but I just caught up with what you said. Sick, big up, man. And big up Official Emperor as well in the comments, man. But yes,
definitely, man.
You know, that was
you've been browsing for a minute now. Then you've been out here.
Yeah, it's been like on and off. I never ever wanted to like make a career of it. It was only after we did like the LC Collector stuff with Angel, and then I released like a little project and did an event, and then people came, and then people were just kind of like asking for the music and showing up to shows, and like it kind of like really organically built. And then I was like, okay, let me release an album. And then we did the album launch in Dalston. That sold out. That was so sick. Like I was like, is anyone gonna come? Like all nervous.
And I get there, it's like 3 people like just kind of bubbling together. But I love the energy though, because I found you I found Twin first. So I found Ellie online, and I was like, yo, she got a vibe. And then obviously I catch you vibing, and I was like, nah, that show's gonna be packed. I can see it, because you could see the raw, like natural camaraderie between you and all the girls. So as female MCs and just MCs in general, seeing that online, you're gonna get the cue. Like people are gonna queue up.
The thing is, I think like the natural energy, like we actually love what we do so much. Like I've had like DJ Shorty used to DJ for me, Tony Black DJs for me sometimes as well. But I think like when you're on stage, when you're sharing the stage with like your girls and your friends, it's just a different, like this tour, obviously after 2 dates we had to postpone it unfortunately, but the first gig was at Folkestone, and we were like, Folkestone, bravo, number one, where is it? Who's gonna come? Like what the fuck? Like anyway, we were there, and then by the time everyone showed up and stuff, there was one point where we was just like vibing. Angel was like vibing and hosting and ad-libbing. Ellie was jumping around. I just looked to my 2 sides and I was like, this is sick.
Yo, this is lit.
Like I'm just here like enjoying.
I can't like somebody sent me a clip of the last one. I can't remember who it was. I was in Five Guys. Someone sent me a clip, and I'm looking at this clip, and I'm going, "Are they sponsored? Like, who's paying for this?" Because I'm sitting there now, my business mind's going. I'm going, no. Let's get a sponsor. That's gonna go, because the energy just looked so real. It didn't look like something that's fabricated and there's money thrown at it. It just looked like a vibe. So hats off to you for that.
Like I think that's, you know, the whole reason why I wanted to do the Queens of Art tour as well, is that I was seeing like so many guys, and to be honest, in UK hip hop I don't see it as much. It's always like one guy come out, it's all about me.
One big
play a PA, maybe there's a DJ, So in UK hip hop, I kind of started like drifting away from the ethos of it, because it was very much like unity, 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 but I wasn't really seeing the unity that.
Definitely. But that's why I think a lot of people stayed in grime longer, because grime had that. You could go to a way.
So every time you're seeing tours, you're seeing supported by, and everyone's bringing their friends with them. There's like 4 or 5 men at least going round on tours, or when there's a set, everyone's bringing out their friends. And it was weird because a few of the shows that I had, like after my first headline show, I had quite a lot of shows, and even in Europe, I went to Switzerland, I went to Greece, I went to Norway, and I was asking like other girls that I know, and I was like, do you want to come jump on the set and do a tune? And actually was getting a bit of a weird response.
Yeah, there's always been that kind of with girls. I've noticed that. There's always been like, it can only be some Jet Li, it can only be only one stuff. And I'm like,
But it's so dumb, like, because that's not what the guys are doing, and the guys are really successful. So then I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down and do this properly. I'm going to think of people I love and I rate and who I would have fun with touring. Reached out to everyone, and it was so organic and it worked so well. And I was like, look, if all these grime MCs are touring and bringing out their friends, let's all raise each other's profiles. People who are following me will follow you. People who come to your set might now come to my set. Like, and now girls in Leicester collaborating with people in Brighton. There's rappers and DJs in Glasgow who now know people in Cardiff. Like, they wouldn't have known each other if it wasn't for the tour. Like, that was the whole point of it. It was just to connect. Like, we're all human. Like, we're not. And the thing is, it's like, we're not child surgeons. Like, we're not saving the earth. All we're doing is saying words in a mic. All you're doing is spinning some songs. Like, it's not that deep.
But I think, especially, obviously, because being a female rapper, especially in the UK, it's always been like a stigma. It's always been, but even the US do it. You know, it's always been like, you can't have Little Kim and Foxy Brown. Like, one has to be on top. Or you can't have Nicki Minaj and so Miss Banks going head to head with someone. Like, it can't be that. And I found that out the hard way, actually. I was doing
so hard.
I had an idea to do a campaign with a big brand. They were really on like UK music, and I said, why don't you do like a campaign with like 5 female rappers?
Go on,
and oh my god, it just like all hell broke loose. It was, this girl don't talk to this girl, and you can't do it with her, and she'll want this much money because she's getting. And I was like, what? Did the guy version, and it took off in like a week. And I'm like, but what is that? What? I didn't understand where the energy came from, because in my mind, all I was thinking of was when you saw a collaboration back in the day with Little Kim and Foxy Brown, you lost your mind, didn't it? So I'm thinking, like, imagine getting DDB and Miss Banks and freaking what's the other one? I forgot her name now. Nole, like all on one tune. I'm thinking this is gonna be lit. And as a campaign, I thought visually for other female rappers can see this and then repeat the same thing. But trying to get it, hard task.
I know it is hard, and you know what? It's not even from us. Like, it's not even from the actual MCs most of the time. It is from the powers that be, or how they've kind of prescribed the music to people. So even in like sub genres, so there's going to be like your conscious MCs, so you know, for example, like Little Sims or Rhapsody, and then you've got the aesthetically colorful hair.
Yeah, definitely. Oh no, we're moving around.
Then you it's so good. I was doing that earlier. You've got all the subcultures as well, and it's almost like they can't exist within another. But it's not us. Like, I'm sure if one lineup, everyone would show up, and it seems to be like the people booking, or the people promoting, or the managers and stuff. Like, it comes from them thinking, oh no, we can't have more than one. We've already got one female rapper that's been ticked, so now let's move on and book the 30 other guys we always book.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. Like, it is.
But I reckon it'll get there though. I reckon what you've just done now with the tour, I started noticing it pick up pace. Like, So I was looking forward to your third one. I was saying to D Twist, I was like, yo, we're going to this next one. Because it's just something that I think is needed. I think once they can see you guys on a big level, then other female rappers would then be encouraged to jump on and do more collaborations and go global with it.
I mean, even from like Lioness messaged me earlier, bless her, actually, like even from having like the last tour, like, and the girls coming together, it was like that was kind of like a template to go from. And then with this one, even the artists, like having Roxanne, Lioness, Henry, Ellie, me, and then in all the other cities, the like Debo was performing in Nottingham, like the lineups was so high, but we're all now collaborating. So I've got a tune with Debo and Lioness on it. I've got another tune with Roxanne coming out. Like everyone's working together still. You get me? Like Ellie now will, if she has an interview, she'll interview one of the girls on the tour. Like, and other girls are messaging going, if you do another one, can I get involved? Like we kind of have to take our own responsibility.
So it's starting. I like it. I think it's dope. I think the energy is dope. Like, I think I've told a lot of the man them, I'm always like, I said, I always refer to females. And I'm always telling them, there's Drip and Blues. That's another one of my artists. And I'm always telling them that, I'm like, look at this energy. This lot are going to get nuggets at KFC. And it's a vibe. Like,
whether we're getting money or not, obviously, like, secure the bag, but whether we're getting money or not, like, that is like the joy of getting to do what you love. Because like, say we're doing a set, we're always gonna blow up a set, have fun, host, jump around, dance, like, because we love what we do. Like, whether someone is buying my album or not, I'm still gonna record music and it will still be available, you get me, like, to listen to, because this is what we love doing. But obviously, if our energy, if you want to put a value on what we bring and our energy to an event or to a set, or the thought that goes into like my songs or anything like that, then obviously, like, give us some monies.
Let's get us paid. Well, it's coming your way. Trust me. You've obviously Drip and Blues knows. Anyone that knows me, like, legacy is brand management, but I'm always looking for vibe within people. If I can find a natural vibe, I'm like, right. Because in my mind is, if you've got a natural vibe within the collective, it's something that is legacy. It's something that you can be around and evolve and grow and take on to the next point. So 100%. You passed my radar already. So
I've got a bar that says like, you know, if you're fucking with your legacy, like, what are you doing? Like, kind of thing. Like, definitely for me, all really good hip hop, like, and rap that you even listen to now, even grime, that music and all the movements are all timeless. And for me, that's just what I'm about. I don't want to make quick throwaway tracks. I don't want to put on a pink wig and start dancing in my thong. Like, that's not me. That's not how I grew up. You get me? If that's true to you, pick up. Like, that's you, and secure your bag. But I just want to be valued and appreciated for, like, who we are, just naturally. You get me?
And I actually think you would see a lot more female rappers and female artists, period, seeing collectives come together, showing that there's something else. Because, as you know, the most popular artists are the girls with the batty out, the girls with the fake, all that other stuff. Like, but I reckon seeing it on a scale how you guys have done, I reckon I think you'd see an explosion of female artists doing other stuff, because then it works.
The thing is as well, like, they're already there and they're doing stuff. Like, one of my friends from LA, her name's Reverie, she's independent, absolutely independent, always has been. Her brother is her DJ and producer. Her best friend is her camera photographer person that goes on tour with her, and she has sold out a European tour 14 times. Her videos have like 3-4 million views. She's from LA, but when she comes to the UK, like, it's really hard for her. We put on a show for her here in the UK. It was really hard, and a lot of people are like, oh, but in her comments stuff, why haven't you blown? Why haven't you blown? And it's like, she is living her life and going on holidays and paying for her life with her tours and with her music and stuff. Sometimes it's not about just have you blown. And
I think the concept of success in people's mind is very different nowadays, because it is a lot of artists that are touring, doing very well, living their best life, and haven't, quote unquote, in your mind, blown. That's like when I found, like, Kevin Gates, for instance. Kevin Gates does better numbers than most rappers, and I wouldn't say he's
Right.
a successfully blown artist. It's just that he tours, and you tour, and you've got your own fan base, and that's
And
all
you
you
sell
need.
your merch,
Especially,
and your fans are coming.
yeah,
Yeah,
sell your
100%.
merch.
Like,
Yeah, like, big up
obviously, like,
D Power that
with
just jumped
streams
in
and all
now.
that stuff, like, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's
Big up
different.
D
It's a whole.
Power.
D Power's old school, man.
Family.
I remember D Power from way back when. But yeah, man, trust me, I love the whole vibe. I love the whole energy. So I did catch your Red Bull the Red Bull music thing. I caught it on quarantine. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And I had nothing to do, and I was like, right, I'm gonna watch it now. So big up to you lot. You lot killed it with them. Yeah, I finally watched it, and I was like, yeah, I was, you know what? I didn't think the tunes were gonna be that put together, because you only had a small amount of time to finish the track. Good. So their tunes were like, I was like, wow.
It was so stressful, man.
But proper competition. You weren't up against light guys. You was up against.
You was up against girl, like in the finals as well. And you know, what team did you want to win?
Oh, what, in the final, or like going through it? No, the kids that won it, the boys that won it, for me, yeah, they'd had it from the last round. I was like, they seem to have clicked so well.
Yeah.
From early, I was like, nope, you're not beating them, because they click. And like, even though everybody could work together, everybody was okay to work together, they looked like, if you saw them on the road, you would think they were a group. It didn't sound like.
I was so happy because like he was such a nice guy.
Mm. I forgot, what was the two names? It was the producer. Oh, what was the producer's name?
The Kid and Tokyo.
That's it. The producer, him. Well, I was like, yo,
Tokyo's just a G. Like, he's so
I was like, his production was cold. I was like, I kind of wanted him as a producer.
And he could sing as well. He could sing and rap and stuff like as well. Like, he was sick.
Mate, I'd have been calling recount. I'd have been like, no. Can we reshuffle? I want him as a producer, because he was cold.
No, but you know what? I wouldn't have sick class like for the world. Like, and I've got like 5 more tunes with him now.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
big. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we got on really well. And the last tune, Time and Patience, that I released, like, that was from him. And there's like more on my album. The tune with Debo and Lioness, that's the A-class production as well.
Okay, he's dope. I liked his energy as well, because I saw him once he figured out where he was like, right, this is what we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna go. So yeah, I definitely liked his energy. But so if you guys haven't watched the Red Bull, don't go and watch the Red Bull guy. It was dope. When I was watching it, I was like proper impressed. Like that gas by the studio, because you lot had bare equipment. I would have just gone mad.
Oh my god, it was so sick. Yeah, I was so vexed because after we were like, oh, can we come and use this stuff? They were like, oh, it's fully booked. I was like, right, okay.
You know that one there, like, no, you're not paying for it.
Like,
bye.
No, fully booked to the end of the year. I was just like, not even a cancellation. Man was like in the GP trying to get a fucking appointment with the doctor. Like, if there's a cancellation, maybe call me. But yeah.
No, Red Bull. There. No, I've had a few conversations with them about UK stuff, and they were one of the first ones to pioneer UK music and really push it. So, like, they're like, yo, with nothing we can do. So, but there's a couple brands that have really turned to me and gone, look, UK music is where we want to be. So, like, Ray and Nephew are like UK music all the way right now. What's another one? There's a rum company, and I've forgotten their name now. It'll come to me in a minute. What's that rum called? I can't remember their name. Anyway, if I remember their name later, I'll show you on there. But there's a couple companies that have really championed UK music. So I'm like, let's go. That's why this summer we'd set up basically 2 international tours we were going to do. So we were going to do the one with Drip and Blues, which is like, Switzerland, Sweden, Berlin, Amsterdam, and all that kind of stuff. And then the other one was going to be more like UK based. But we were just going to basically do it with a brand and just bring on as many collective artists as we could bring on, and just like bare dates. And then literally we signed the contract, and the week after this hit in. And I was like, University is not trying to let me win. So I know what you meant when you at the beginning of the interview and you said it's been like this and then this and then back up. Fuck's sake.
Because like there's so many perks. Like there's like being able to wake up when you want, eat healthy, exercise when you want, the sun's been out, and obviously as long as everyone's healthy and no one's like going through sickness or lost anyone.
I've let my whole team know when we come out of COVID, I'm gonna come out buff. So everybody needs to be working out. I'm training like a madman. I wait.
Like before we.
I knew that, yeah.
That was me with my weights down there before we got on the call, man. I'm really trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, on it.
I see. It's been postponed till October for O2 Islington. So
okay.
I'm just like, well, I got a little bit of time now to like
get that working. Get that working. You gotta do it, man. Yeah, you gotta do it. Like I definitely the first week into this, I was like, what am I gonna do? Because everything I do is with people. Like Legacy is such a people person business. So we were like, what the hell do we do now? And we'd been playing with this idea for a while, like doing a podcast or bringing people on because I know so many people. So I'm saying, and then I heard somebody say, mad time of night, there's no place like home. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to start doing these. I'm going to start doing these lives.
I really like the name as well. Like, cause that, it really is. My mum always used to, it was so funny. Yeah. When we used to come into our house, my mum is like the sweetest, innocent. She's like really spiritual. She's so kind and conflict. Like every time we used to put in the door, she used to go, God bless the UK government. God bless that we have a house. God bless the benefit system that they've given us a home. There's no place like home. Home sweet home. I was like, Mum, about God bless the UK government. Like, what are you talking about?
Have you seen outside?
It's like a council. It's a council property. Like, and she'd be like, there's so many countries that don't give their people houses and don't have, you know, welfare and stuff. Like, need to be grateful. Like, and I was just like, yeah. So she always kind of taught me that.
Well, big up, mummy. Mummy sounds like my mummy. My mummy used to sell everything. My mother was the ironing lady. My mother used to sell silver, candles, whatever. Had us out there selling. Like, trust me. So I know. And you said something the other day on your TikTok challenge with Ellie, and it was like, who knows about the household when leaving the house is 5 hours? I'm going now.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm going now. You're by the door like this.
Like, everyone's sitting like on the sofa in the living room, then the corridor when they're putting shoes on, then the doorway, then like by the lift or then by the drive. Then you're in the car and then you have to put the window down again and go inside, you can't catch a cold. Oh my God.
And you've been in the back of the car sleeping. You're already there.
Like, bye, Mom. And that's it. Done.
No. It's a 45-minute thing down the stairs. And I'm in the car like, go home. I'm tired now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, Mum. I hear you.
Why did you just jam like for another 45 minutes? Like,
yeah. But I feel you. You know what? This has been such a vibe that as soon as we get the podcast going properly after this, I'm having the twins, both of you on the podcast at the same time. Woo. And we go in depth. I'm going to do a little hip hop trivia for you. We're going to get in, right? Because I know the hip hop UK story is so long. I need a good 2 hours to get into it.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But thank you so much for coming on. Let the people know when your next is it coming up. Where's the next date for that?
If we're ever out of lockdown, it is on the 8th of October at O2 Islington with Lioness, Roxanne, Henry, Ellie Prohan, MC Angel, and me.
Done, no. All right. Pending. We put COVID pending.
For now, you're just going to have to go online and listen to my music, and that's free. You can just listen to my music and watch my videos for free. And my website launched today, so it's ShayDmusic.com. But yeah, you can just find me on Spotify and Apple.
I'll post it up. But I'm going to make a move. Miss Madam here wants dinner. Yeah, so she's buggering me. She wants...
Oh, bless her.
Say hi.
All right, cool. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
But thank you for coming on, Han. You've been a superstar. And I'm going to check you soon.
All good, man. Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right, hon. In a bit.
Bye.
So what's going on, people? Thank you for jumping on to another There's No Place Like Home. Shay-D is always jokes. She's always hilarious. She's always got banter. She's always smiling. And definitely that is the mindset you've got to have as a creative to get through this time. We don't know when we're going to come out with this. We don't know when there's an end. It might be 6 months. It might be 6 weeks. But until then, stay creative, stay productive, stay motivated. I'm going to get some food. And I'm going to get in competitions. Don't forget, I'm putting up the questions for the competition tomorrow. All you have to do is follow, share, and answer the question correctly. I'm going to give away one No Behavior t-shirt, and I'm going to give away some vape juice to the lucky winner. So tell a friend to tell a friend. The competition will be up in my stories, and I'm going to post Shay-D's website that just launched today. So shout out to everyone that came in. Matt, I see you, True Riders, always sharing love. Shout out to Swift J, shout out to Big Tibbs, shout out to King Edwards. Right, enough people jumped in here today, man. Shout out to Real D-Power, Old School, man. There's so many of you jumped on, man. Love, so much love, man. No Place Like Home. Remember, we're doing this every Friday and Saturday at 5:30. We're going to be on talking with some special guests, some interesting guests, and getting us through this mad time. Positive thinking, mental health. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it productive. Legacy London. I'll check you in a bit.